Morning, 12/29/20. I don't know how I'm going to make this short because I got a lot of shit to say. Let's start with what just recently happened to me on Facebook. All I did was merely point out the obvious within the videos provided of a couple of different angles of the explosion, of which has been suggested us as being the RV. Well, if you examine the video close enough, you'll discover that the point of origin of the explosion is opposite the RV. Just watch the video carefully, man. RV's on the left. Point of origin is on the right. So how is it that the RV itself was what exploded? The second is the what appears to be an infrared video showing a diagonal streak of light smoke going to the same spot, in which case here would be a point of impact, which again is on the opposite side of the street, the RV. Now, if it were a missile strike, there would most certainly be a crater of sort. But if it were a DEW weapon, which is a directed energy weapon, which is a thing, it does exist, you can research it, and as many of you do know, has been used all over the state of California, all over the state of Colorado, and so on and so on. See, that is a conspiracy. The theory is what I've explained to you prior of what it could be. It could also be a missile strike that is not a impact. It's called an airburst. See, most missiles explode prior to impacting for maximum damage. Do you understand? When an actual missile impacts, it's been shown that it creates less damage than an airburst missile. Because an airburst missile, it's throwing a greater shock wave, all right? Anyways, so Facebook censored me on it because they said it's fake news. It's false information. When I clicked on their resource for their information, it was Reuters. And the video that they used as their guideline was one of the same videos that I had provided, which they're showing you and telling you that it's the RV. They're programming your brain to think that it was the RV, when in fact it just wasn't. You dig? Just look at the obvious, man. Make a decision for yourself. Follow whoever the fuck you want. I don't give a shit. Don't matter to me. Ain't no skin off my teeth. But facts are facts. I've said it before, I'll say it again. I say it all the time. It ain't half empty, it ain't half full. It's fucking half. That's where the truth is, man. Look at the truth. Look at the facts. 2 plus 2 does not equal 5, nor does it equal 3. 2 plus 2 is still 4. But whatever, right? America. Trump promises a wild protest in D.C. on January 6th. He's been encouraging militias and patriots in the millions to march on the White House on January 6th. If I were evil, you know what I would do? I'd get a huge assembly on that White House and just like what you saw in Nashville, I would do right there. And of course, I'd be sure not to be there. And anybody that's anybody, I would make sure we're not there. But of course, all the brainwashed minions will be there. I would encourage you not to be there. It's not patriotic to march on that White House. The only people that will be marching on that White House are going to be, in the majority, are going to be the people that are pro-Trump, the people that are brainwashed. And there's going to be an opposing side there as well against Trump. They too are brainwashed. Maximum collateral damage. That would be my focus if I were evil. This is a conspiracy theory. Okay? It's a theory. But what I just discussed with you about the camper, that's a straight up conspiracy. There's two different things. One has proof, the other does not. The theory is merely pointing out what could happen, the potential for this or that. Does that make me evil or wrong? Does it make people like me evil or wrong? Does it mean that we're actually going to do something? Seriously? Did you know that 5G can barely make its way out of a paper frickin' bag? Did you know that? That's why they have to have that many more towers. Yeah, it's way faster internet. I have 5G right here in my house now. Within these last few months, I switched over from FreedomNet to FrontierNet. FrontierNet is fiber optic. It uses your phone line that goes to the router, okay? And from that router is Wi-Fi. What I had before was FreedomNet, which was from the tower over yonder, about a quarter, almost a half a mile away. I can see it out my office window. That was 110% wireless internet, full Wi-Fi. And I mean, it still sucked, but that was 4G. It was like a blend of 3G and 4G. And then that signal came through a LAN cable from my little hockey puck up on the roof. Interesting. To my router that was in the house, and it would beam out the signal. And that internet, it sucked. It took forever. This 5G is great, but like my computer here, I'm in my office. I'm about 13 feet away from the router, which is out in the family room behind my TV, and my internet speed is actually slower in here because anyways, you really need to do your homework on the 5G and 4G and 3G. They are using all their resources and all their little conspiracies to pin it on this guy that owned that RV. That guy didn't do it. What else? 2020 was a record breaking year for RV sales, the nationwide. As was it a record breaking year for new gun owners in the United States of America. Ammo is at a premium. RVs were at a premium. Expect checkpoints for national travel from state to state and potentially travel checkpoints interstate for anyone having an RV. Expect the weigh scales used on, trucks providing commerce. Expect it to be in the future a requirement for all RVs, both trailered ones and gas powered or diesel powered, whatever, to be required to pass through that X-ray scanner as well as on the weigh scale. Expect it to happen. That's a conspiracy theory, but expect it, as well as checkpoints. And you can forget all about stealth camping anymore for those you younger people that have been tired over the years of being raped with your finances and building your own recreational vehicle to be self-sufficient and save your money for the future when you can buy your own home and or condo, whatever it might be. Expect Walmart parking at night, stealth camping, forget it. Lowe's, Home Depot, shopping mall, stealth camping, forget it. It's all going to get eliminated completely. Full-time RVers, forget it. If you think that you're going to be safe in an actual legitimate RV park, think again. They could very well, and this is a conspiracy theory, they could very well cause something just as what they did here, which is a lie, but nonetheless, they could just the same do this in an RV park and cause maximum collateral damage. Something I would do if I were evil. See, I'm able to think as evil thinks because I was once evil. Be wise as the serpent, as humble as sheep. Or dove. Whatever you want to use. It's up to you. Work it out. Trump is such the master of the art of the deal, but caves into $600. What happened to the master of the deal? Trump's a Christian, but yet sucks up every amount of worship that he can get. And boy, does Israel love Trump. With all the coins and all the things having been named after him and all the titles he's been given. He's a Zionist, man. Trump's a Zionist. And there's a lot of Zionist Christians on YouTube as well. A few of whom I had to actually save my beautiful wife Hollywood from. Ones that she had begun to follow that I was like, whoa, no, don't follow this dude. Even self-proclaimed Zionists still seem to manage to muster up innocent Christians and deceive them. It'd be better for them to tie a millstone around their neck and jump into the sea than when Jesus gets a hold of them. It's all right. Y'all motherfuckers going to have your day. Not by me. Nope, not by my hands whatsoever. I am here to protect my family, those that I love and care for, my friends, and innocence. Period. I'm not here to defend some fake flag of a country that's gone. No, I'm not marching on anyone. I'm not marching on my state capitol. That's not patriotic. It's not going to do a thing. What's patriotic is to simply stand up and say no. Nope. I'm not going to comply. I'm not going to obey. I'm going to resist any and all forms of tyranny that contradict the laws of God, that contradict my natural rights, that contradict my spiritual rights and my religious beliefs. That contradict the Constitution that was written, which is supposed to be in defense of myself, in defense of me and you. I will not comply. Not happening. I haven't done it yet, and I'm not about to start. That's being patriotic. Patriots need to stand up on an individual level. All right? Not all assembling in a big ass group, marching on some White House to defend some fake Zionist person, some wicked beast. I am not going to defend the corporation of America. Not doing it. But I'll defend liberty and freedom. And I don't care who you are. I am completely against homosexuality. But I will defend your right to be that if you live in my country. Much as I'm against it, it's your right to be that. So, well, I can't pick and choose. Yeah, it goes contrary to the laws of God, but we are still here on this planet Earth. See, I am about law and order, absolutely, but I'm against tyranny, all forms of it. I can't pick and choose. Neither can you. It's not your right to pick and choose. I've spoken of discernment in the past, and discernment is what a lot of people lack. And that's what we need to have. All right? When I said in the past, I've spoken of spiritual preparedness over physical preparedness. Yeah, you need to be prepared physically, okay? The context of that verse, he was when the Apostle Paul was telling Timothy, his protege, hey, look, you need to be more prepared. Basically, he was saying you need to worry more about your spiritual preparedness than you do your physical. In that context, you do need to be prepared, period, in both your mind, body, and spirit. Especially if you think you're going to pick up a firearm, you need to have all three attributes, man. And I'm afraid that there's just way too many people out there that don't have any of them. They're going to be those that are part of this civil war, and that's just what the government wants. They want a civil war. Why do they want it? So they can instill martial law. See, that's a full suspension of all rights in the Constitution. You don't want that. Why in the fuck would you want to be part of martial law? Why would you be part of the crowd that's trying to encourage the president to enact martial law of any kind, be it temporary? Look, if it were to be told you that this is going to be temporary, that's bullshit. It's going to be a permanent dealio, and you can forget all about anything. Yep. This is all coming to you in 2021, my friend. Mark my words. And if it doesn't, look, I'll be happy to eat those words. But I can damn near guarantee you that it's coming. Had more and more anxiety attacks since the last video. Ain't that something? Some people might be saying, anxiety attacks are for pussies. Motherfucker, you ain't never had one if you're saying that. I'll tell you what. You've never had an anxiety attack if you can say that it's for pussies. You don't know shit. I hope you have a good one. That'll lay your ass out. It's all my subconscious, and that's where it resides, is in one's subconscious, is an anxiety attack. Even though you know what it is, it still doesn't help. It's very debilitating. It would be easier if it were an outside entity coming at me. Anxiety sucks. It's been a while since I've struggled with it, like I said in my last video. But I'm doing my best. And I'm just going to keep doing this, man. I ain't done until God says I'm done. But I am getting tired of looking over my shoulder. This is ridiculous. It's not a good feeling. Yesterday I was super angry, man. Just all the shit going on. And I'm sure a lot of you have been to that level. And you may have even said things publicly on social media. Fuck it. Say it. They might be flagging us. Say it. Fuck it. Stand up boldly, man. Boldly, with a boldness. And don't back down on what you've said. Don't delete your post. Just say it. Use what little freedom you have left. Because the time's ticking away to the point where you're not going to be able to say nothing to anybody. See what I'm saying? And they might mark you for it. They might flag you for it, label you, whatever. Use that against you in the future for whatever purpose. So I just want all you to know. Let the record state. I have no intention on causing harm to anyone for any reason whatsoever. But I have every intention on defending myself and innocent people and innocent everything, even animals. I don't care. I will defend my home, my family, those I love, my friends, innocents, to my death. And I would hope that you would too, and not be scared. But don't be marching on this Capitol. Fuck that. Fuck Trump. Fuck that whole corrupted government. I'm not anti-government. I'm anti-bullshit. I'm anti-tyranny. God hates a coward. God hates a liar. God hates a thief. He hates all those things. And those of you guys thinking, oh, Romans 13, you need to study it again. No. I'm not bowing down to this shit. The only one I bow down to is the Lord Jesus Christ. That's it. I'll take a knee for him. Absolutely. I'll put my face on the floor for that guy. But I'm not doing that for you, Trump, Pence, Harris, Biden, anyone. Law enforcement. You're not enforcing any kind of law. If you're going after people for doing people things, you're not enforcing a law. You're enforcing a tyrannical move right there. Oh. Stand up on an individual level, my friends. Just stand in the face of evil, man. Just make a stand. Buck it. Dig in your heels. Put on the whole armor of God. You might defend yourself against all the wiles of the devil and every single arrow he might fling at your ass. Fuck you, man. Bring a lunch. No weapon formed against you will prosper. He's speaking of those who have their faith in him. It's faith, man. And it's faith in action, my friend. It's faith in action. Don't tell me that you're a Christian. And prove yourself to be otherwise through your fruits. It's faith in action. Faith without works is dead. Faith is not only an outward, it's not only an outward profession, but it's an outward showing, proving yourself to be in the faith. I'll stand with anyone that's against tyranny. That's my job. It's my duty as an American citizen of these United States and as a Christian. I hope that I got everything out that I needed to say. Thanks for spending a half an hour of your life with me. I appreciate it. I'm not here for monetary gain or popularity or anything of the like. But I just need my voice to be heard. And I would hope that you put yours out there to be heard as well. Till next time, my friends. See you.